2 seconds, just it a little bit. Hello, Inspirational Way. I'm doing it a different way. I'm doing it landscape. Just trying to test it out because I've noticed when I put a portrait on YouTube, it's like half a weird video. So I'm going to try portrait, landscape. Just a little experiment. Just see how it goes. But this is my Johnny English review. I've literally just come back from this, seeing it 2-3 hours ago. Went and saw it, obviously. Got some lunch, got some stuff for the challenge. So, I'm going to start off with, obviously, this won't be that long because there's not much to say. He's a very well-known character. But if you know Johnny English, like I do, I've seen both of the other films, and Rowan Atkinson, whatever his name is one of my favourite comedians. Probably in the top 5, you know. Like I said, Kevin Hart's definitely one of my favourites. So is Will Ferrell, Melissa McCarthy, the Wayne brothers, and I say Rowan Atkinson. So if you know Johnny, you know the storyline. It's a very basic storyline. You know, supervillain comes back, takes over, tries to take over the world. He's a tech genius, so he puts the film begins with him putting all the active MI7 agents out in the open so everyone knows who they are. So then they have to go back to the ones that are retired or, not doing it anymore, but have the experience. So they go back to Johnny, and that's how the story starts. Very basic, but like I said, if you know Johnny English, then you know he's not a film. It's not a film that has loads of twists and turns. It's a very basic storyline, which Rowan Atkinson just brings the comedy and makes it funny, along with the supporting cast. So that's, all I can say really about that. It's just a good basic story. No twisty turnies. There's a nice little reference in there. At one point in the film, spoilers, he takes some hyperactive pills and it makes him dance for hours. And it's a nice little reference to Mr. Bean, because obviously his other famous character is Mr. Bean. And he does a bit of Mr. Bean dancing, it's good old Mr. Bean dancing. If you see Mr. Bean, you know what I'm on about. So I'm not going to go and showing it, but the basic. I can't, yeah. So a nice little nod to that. It's a very funny film, but it's also a very slapstick comedy. What I mean by that is, for example, at one point in the film, he throws Olive, I think, onto the floor. Now, if you know slapstick, obviously someone falls over, and they do. It's very slapstick comedy along those lines. But Rowan Atkinson always does slapstick comedy, and has always done it in a perfect way. So I didn't expect anything less. But it was still, from beginning to end, a very funny film. Like I said, the supervillain in this one's a tech genius. He has this app, not this app, but he created this phone that could do everything, and he puts the world on whole ransom, by stopping all the traffic lights in London, diverting all the planes. He's basically a supervillain tech genius, not any strength or anything, just a supervillain tech genius. And he fools the Prime Minister that he's a good guy, and when he's not, and Johnny knows that. Obviously, as always, Johnny messes up and loses evidence, and just your average tech genius, but it's different, something different. A very basic ending, which I wouldn't expect anything else. What I mean by that is, in some of these films, you obviously see the villain get blown up, or get burnt to death, or I don't know, some extreme way of dying. They're stuck in something that blows up. This one's just a very basic ending with Johnny English basically taking out the supervillain's boat. He's got a boat with loads of data systems on it, which I talked about in a minute. He basically takes that out, and then a very basic, like I said, just has another spy, which we'll talk about in a minute, has a tablet. Because obviously the bad guy has the typical way of getting out there, has the chopper, tries to take over the world, gets found out, tries to escape, and has a chopper. Now on the tablet's the system that shuts down the chopper, but because Johnny English, he kind of just doesn't try and stop the chopper, which I thought was quite comedy genius and very basic, but works. Just literally chucks the iPad up the bad guy, knocks him out, and then just smashes his phone up. Saves the day, very basic ending, like I said, compared to other endings out there, like I said, where they get blown up or something. Like I said, he does save he also, before that, saves the day, destroys the boat, but it's actually by accident. But it's quite funny, because his boss, as he calls him in the film, which is his partner, I guess, has a wife in the film, and she's a Navy commander of a nuclear submarine. And I think he calls up the MI7 or something, but as he's doing it, he's saying numbers that coordinates with the missiles in the submarine, and he launches the submarine by accident. He gives him a command to launch a missile by accident. And because he's on his phone, which interacts with the missile guidance system, I guess you would say, it destroys the bad guy's boat that has like the data system on it. So he saves the day, but it's by accident. But then, if you, like I said, if you watch Johnny English, you know Johnny English, that's what always happens with Johnny English. He always saves the day by accident, because he does. So he didn't mean to save, obviously he's happy he did, and the whole plan was to save the world, but he did it by accident, which is quite funny. And other than that, there is another thing I can say is it's good to support cast. And there is a double spy in there, and that becomes the love interest. She's a double spy, as in she works for the bad guy, but she gets found out towards the end as well. Tries to take out Johnny English at one point as well, obviously, because he's another spy getting in the way of her business. But she gets found out anyway and ends up on Johnny English's side. And also the ending, obviously, is very unique and funny, and what Johnny English would do, as in he's in a knight's armour suit, and he gets his well done, congratulations, you saved the world. But as he's getting congratulated in front of like the Prime Minister and all that, the armour unlocks and the underwear, his junk comes out, basically, his ass and his dick. So typical Johnny English to finish it on a high, funny note. So that's all I can say. What I'm trying to say in essence, if you know Johnny English, you know what to expect from the film. If you're not a fan of Johnny English or Rowan Atkinson or Mr. Bean, because he's kind of similar to Mr. Bean character, then don't go and see this film. I think only see this film if you're a Johnny English fan, Mr. Bean fan, or a Rowan Atkinson film. You'll love it. Saying that now, if you're into comedy, you probably will like it as well, but you need to be into like the slapstick comedy and that sort of comedy. So overall, go and see it if you're a Johnny English fan, I would say, or Mr. Bean or a Rowan Atkinson fan, or in slapstick comedy. If not, I wouldn't bother, because I don't think you'll be entertained. So that was my review of Johnny English. I've been doing this Saturday, and I promise it will be on upload Friday and Saturday, but I've been thinking, I'm doing NBA tonight streaming, and I might drop another Black Ops, I'm not sure. Definitely NBA. I'm not sure about Black Ops. But, yeah, so this will be dropping Sunday now, so you've got a video each day instead of me doing like 3 videos or 3 videos tonight. If I do Black Ops, well, if not, it'll still be 2 videos. So I thought I'd do NBA tonight and save this for tomorrow. So this will be my review of Johnny English Strikes Again. So I hope you enjoyed it. Check me out on NBA tonight. As far as next week's schedule go, like I said, there'll be a Black Ops video, NBA, Spider-Man, don't know when they're dropping. I think my next days off is Monday and Thursday and Friday, so you'll probably get one Monday, Black Ops, Thursday, Spider-Man, Friday, NBA. Can't promise the NBA one because I'm out of plans Friday, but I doubt it because I'm going to Buckley this week after. You get your food challenge, which will be dropping either Monday or Tuesday, so check my Instagram because I'll be posting a picture of all the ingredients that's going to be in that challenge in a minute. And trying to think you'll get a WWE Evolution review because I'll be watching that, not tomorrow because I'll probably do too pissed because I'm going to Cider Fest after I've done a run for charity. So you'll get an Evolution review at some point during the week because I'll watch it Monday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm an Inspiration now. If I don't catch you in tonight's video, hopefully I'll catch you in one of the videos I do next week. Inspiration out.